All right, all right, all right. It's Friday, and this is David. And if you haven't already, subscribe, hit the bell, and hit that like. Goes a long way for the channel. And there's a couple of links in the description if you want to help support the channel. I greatly appreciate it. And now that we got the panhandling out of the way, let's get down to business. It's Friday, and I'm streaming today. I know I had said that I was going to address the elders of the tribe, the tribal elders, and attend to them, but I've actually put that off until Monday. It's not like they're going to get younger. So Monday, I won't be streaming. I won't be streaming live. Try to get my morning meeting out. I'm expecting a slow week because it's actually the Jewish New Year, and there's a lot of Jewish traders, man. You'll see. The market should have really light volume. Just shows you, the Jews run the financial industry. That is a reality, I believe. I'm just kind of pondering whether I'm lining up for investigation and lawsuit. You know what a litigious society this is. So, all right, let's get to it. First thing we want to look at is what do we have ahead of us? Some PMI. Yeah, that should have an effect on the market. It's at 9:45. We could wait. We could wait on the open. Let that happen. Oh, you got a Fed Powell speech at 2 o'clock. Yeah, that might make for a choppy market. What's the market done always? Pushed down for the most part. I was thinking that there would be profit taking over the weekend. Well, you know what? There's a lot of shorts. There should be profit taking over the weekend. But I don't think that, nobody's going to take long. I mean, you got Putin pulling his shit. Although until the referendum's done and everything like that, you're not going to see a lot of action. Um, but I don't know how many people are looking to really get long right now. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for a good sign of a bottom. Even I mean, even if you look at the daily bar on the S&P, you don't. There's nothing there encouraging along. I mean, I don't think anybody's getting in ahead of this test now of 37.18. I think it is 37.21. So, and the momentum looks dead. But there's a time and place for everything. Everything in its time. So, all right, what are we looking at? Look, hey, Putin. UK government dishes out extensive tax cuts. Actually, I don't understand why they haven't announced that sooner. But I mean, you're willing to put people out of work, subsidize them to protect like 3% of the world population. But now you have this energy crisis, and why don't they just subsidize the energy to help the people get through this political event, right? If it was an economic event, they'd say, fuck it, it's got to roll out, and everybody could take the pain. But I think at this point in our history, governments can support people when we come into these crises. I mean, if push comes to shove and it's a matter of winning or losing a war, I'm all about rationing. Yeah, but if the governments can handle it and find a way to ease the burden of the people, I agree with that. I don't mind, chopping firewood in the name of democracy in a free America. But if you could cover my nut while you're getting through some bullshit that you guys pretty much start, then I'd appreciate it. And I'm not saying that the West started the UK, the war in Ukraine, but if they didn't play politics with Ukraine back in the day, when Ukraine wanted to join the EU and wanted military defense weapons and things like that, if they would have strengthened up Ukraine before Russia invaded, we wouldn't be going through this. Although there are some cunning motherfuckers in politics and military defense, and they might have baited Russia into this so that they could chew up their military a little bit, which makes incredible sense. If we're going to fight this war, why not fight it on Ukraine soil as opposed to U.S. soil? And I know it's cold and callous, but that's their job. Their job is to be cold and callous and do its best for the American people. And I think that's what's going on. The other thing, I mean, if you don't think that this whole scenario got the blessing of China, you're an idiot. Just pack it up, go get a job at Walmart as a greeter, and that's it. Just sit around, wait for your life to pass. You got to be an idiot. Russia and China joined hands at the Olympics long before anybody saw this move, right, on Ukraine, although he was building up his forces along the border. But nobody ever thought he was going to invade. And China came out and said, hey, we're buddies, we're partners. And then the Ukraine invades. And China had a few comments about sovereignty and stuff like that, but then they faded into the background. This past meeting, Putin told China, told India what's about to happen. And they both said, hey, okay, just make us look good. So he came out, woe was me, they're upset. They oppose this, and then he makes this move. He escalates this war, basically. And so now everybody's wondering, is China upset about this? What's China going to do about this? China's not going to make a fucking move. They knew about it. They're fine with it. They're getting cheap oil. They've cut their deals. Putin sold parts of Russia off to China to get the okay, and that's how this is laying out. So my point is, why is America buying Chinese? That's my point. Why is the West buying anything from China? Put the thumb screws to them. Put the thumb screws to them. So, everybody out there, everybody on TikTok, everybody on Twitter, spread the word. Boycott China until they stand against Russia. Boycott India until they stand against Russia. Boycott it. So, all right. So anyway, this is our biggest risk, you ask me. I mean, these political headwinds we have right now, our biggest risk. I mean, if you look at inflation, I don't care. We peaked. We get a bad number here. We get a good number. I mean, and on both sides, there are extremes. It's either, something really bad and unexpected or something really good and unexpected. So you average those two out and we're right where we should be. And the reality is that, this is all going to work itself out. And the Fed needs to chill. You ask me. They need to have a little foresight. If you don't see the result now, it's not for a lack of effect. You just have to let everything sink in, let it settle. They could even stand to skip one meeting and just let it settle, and let's just see where this is going. Things aren't going to escalate because they skip. Although I guess they're afraid of that disposable income in the market. If they skip, everybody might get a little euphoric. The markets will rip. People will take some profits. There'll be a little more cash in the economy. So that could be their big fear. That could be a rational fear. So I'm working out these newly formed theories in my head while we speak. All right, so before I say something I'm going to regret, let's take a quick look at oil. This is a messed up chart. Oil on the daily. All right, so we're testing these lows, and we're down about $1. 81. Who'da thunk it? Who'da thunk it? I'm gonna go with a support line right here on the low. I'm not even gonna draw that trend line, and I'm just gonna watch for that. I'm neutral, to tell you the truth. I'm thinking we're gonna test that support line. I mean, seasonality, everything. I really don't see us getting much lower. I thought 34 was the number. This might be the extreme on the 34 as an average price. And obviously if we 84, I'm sorry, if we say 84, I'm expecting it to bounce back and forth between that. The general price guideline will be 84. Although the momentum, it's looking a little bearish. Let's take a look out a little bit and see what we're feeling. Yeah, man, this baby's feeling bearish. I don't think we're too far off the lows. We might trigger something a little lower. Let's just fib this up. Yeah, see, 84.30 is about the 50% mark. Yeah, we're looking good, man. We might test that 61.8% and bounce back, but I'm saying on an average 84 is a tight number. Maybe with a lower 81, so we might test the slow again a little bit. Maybe. I guess we're right there. But yeah, I'm still feeling that. I'm saying 84. I'm neutral on it. Neutral. I mean, this bar is very indecisive, or a very neutral looking bar. Where's my monthly? There it is. Think. Look at this sweet trend reversal right here on the monthlies, man. When was that? That was back in March, April 2020. See that, man? If you had those long-term views, forget about it. You would have doubled your money on this. Tripled your money on this. I'm sorry I missed that. It's the big boy games. So yeah, that's it, man. That's what I'm looking at for oil. And I'm not really feeling the rhythm, so this is probably going to be a long broadcast or video. I'm not vibing through it, or not rolling through it. So let's take a quick look at RBOB. RBOB, gasoline. Oh, man. And this is going to make it longer. Or shorter, because I don't think I'm going to sit there and wait for it. All right. Oh, yeah. Look at you. Now it's not pulling it up. Nat gas. The same. All right. Taking a look at bonds. Yo, just bearish on bonds. I don't even see a bounce in line. And we're down again today. I'm looking for a bounce in bonds. I want to get back into a short. I think I might have blown that. I was looking for 28.5. Went to 28.83 and then fucking bounced out. Oh my God. Yeah. We're not going to be able to work today. All right. So on the daily, we're looking at bonds. We have a bearish bias on bonds. You know, I'm looking for a bounce. I mean, this baby's been running. It's overextended. We can't do Nat Gas. We can't do RBOB. Fucking Schwab. Oh, maybe we're getting some data. We did oil. Yeah, I'm going to go back on to have to do my broadcast back on TradeStation. I think. All right, let's get rid of that. Take a real quick look at the ES, the S&P 500. We're on the 240. I mean, we're obviously in a downtrend. The momentum's flattening it out, but still a bearish bias. Was slightly overvalued on the markets, but I mean, yesterday very bearish day. And the flag, the bar was a very bearish bar. So yeah, and I'm doing this all off the cuff. That's why it seems very erratic. But I'm having a hard time getting mindful today. Yeah, oversold, expecting a bounce. pop through that, trade it up. We're really toying with that right now, and we're down below it actually. No, we're not. That's where we are. I'm still going to have to say I'm bearish, but I'm watching this. I'm watching for an indication that it's going to give me a little bounce, a little reversal. It's just run off for a few days. We had a decent consolidation. 1, 2, 3. This is day 4. 4 days down. Might get a little bounce up on Monday. That's a 240 right there. Little hammer coming in. Got a bearish divergence. If that hammer triggers, I would watch that. That's the 530, so 930. I would watch that pop up at the open. Might be able to float up. I don't know. With the Putin nonsense out there, there's going to be a lot of sensationalism on the news, a lot of naysaying. But it was a big sell-off for quite some time. Look at that beautiful channel, and then the break. That was aggressive too. Look at that plop. Yeah, that was Fed day. But nice, tested 1, 2, 3. That's a trade you wait for. A break for that channel, 3 tests. Take it. I don't know how neat it was. I mean, this is a 240, so it looks very clean. A lot of the noise is out of it. Well, okay. See, this is what happens when I don't set this up before I stream. I start daydreaming on the stream. So, all right, Amazon looking very bearish. Oh, that's a minute bar. Yeah, that'll look bearish. Just quickies on the daily. Indecisive day yesterday. That's what I got to call it. I mean, I'm still bearish. Close this gap right here and then bounced off of it. That could pose resistance. We got another gap down here. Might drag it down. We start seeing these drag down. It's going to drag down the composite, which drags down the S&P. So it's the rising tide lifts all ships kind of theory. So these guys, these techs have a big effect on the composite. Starts this psychological selling, so people start selling other things on the composite to bring it down. A lot of the things that trade on the composite trade on the S&P, end up dragging down the S&P. Simple philosophy. So I'm going to assume that all these techs look relatively the same. The one thing I want to, well, yeah, you know what? I say buying opportunities here. Look, here's Intel. Conductors are in focus. And I think that these guys are going to end up prospering from this four-country collaboration that's going on. So yeah, bearish. Just we're just going to keep watching this for a trend reversal indication, but looks like it's right around the corner. Here's a good divergence on the momentum. It's still floating down, but the momentum's flattening out. So I'm probably just going to wait for some good reversal bar and start chipping away at this bad boy. I'm not going to play the game of who's better. That comes down the road when we have a clearer picture of what's going on with the industry. So yeah, I'm doing the same on, which is interesting because AMD is selling off very aggressively. The momentum is still down, even. But I'm going to be chipping away at the two of them right now, and I'll pick my best horse down the road when I have a clearer picture of what the playing field looks like. And I'm probably going to do a dollar average. So if I'm just going to put the same dollar amount in it. and get the percent return as opposed to, you know, 1,000 shares of AMD versus 1,000 shares of INTC. If I go 70 grand on one, I'm going to go 70 grand on the other. So, yeah, man, that's it. That's all I'm looking at. We'll see what happens with Putin. I'm looking forward to the weekend. I hope everybody has a great weekend planned. Subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like. Join me at 9 o'clock. Once again, I will be attending to the tribal elders on Monday. So I'm not streaming Monday. So Monday, everybody take off, relax. Don't go jump into another channel. Be a fair-weathered friend like that. All right. Hey, calm and cool and at peace when you trade. And good luck with all your trades.